our literature circle, and my job was a summarizer and multi-perspective taker.
I was the vocab and quote finder, and my name is Markaya.
Alright, so my job as a summarizer was to prepare a summary of the books and reading and include information such as the setting. After reading, I wonder why Papa is the way he is. He is basically a round character in the story because he's very interesting. And I think Papa is absolutely wrong to abuse his family because it's starting to become a sin in some type of way because you're not supposed to abuse your family like that. But this questions me if we should try to understand his abuse. Yeah, but that's all I have. But for the multiple perspective taker, my job was to invite my group members to examine the book ideas. So basically, it was a lot of violence in this chapter because Kalami is getting beaten by her father very abusively. Yeah.
So, from what I'm understanding, you think that we should try to understand where Papa is coming from, why he's abusing, but at the same time, he might have a deep, dark past where he used to be abused and he went through some hard times when he was younger, and he might have been treated like he treats his family, but at the same time, wrong is wrong. What he's doing is a sin, and he's supposed to be such a man and high and mighty and in power, and what he's doing to his family is not acceptable. It's unacceptable, actually, and it's just downright disrespectful how he treats his wife and his children. Because what example are you setting for your son if you're beating your wife? He's going to grow up to think that, and Jaja is becoming rebellious because he feels like he shouldn't have to be abused, and he don't want to be like his father because what his father is doing is wrong, and he don't want to turn out to be like him. So what he's doing is a sin, and I feel like no matter what he went through in the past and how he might handle the situation, because that's all he knows, is still just wrong and disrespectful, and it just shouldn't happen.
And I'm trying to relate this to my life because my dad doesn't hit me at all. And it's kind of sad to read that her father is beating her in this book. And it's very abusive, very violent. So, yeah.
And also at the same time, he's not setting a good example for his daughter, because his daughter's going to grow up feeling like that's what men should do. If I don't follow what I'm supposed to do for my husband, I need to be beat and he should beat me. And that's not how life works. You shouldn't be beat just for making a mistake. You're human. That's what you do. Making mistakes come with the part of living, and to be beaten for those mistakes is ridiculous and out of hand. So he is not setting a good example for his family at all, because with every decision and every choice he makes to beat them, there's a consequence. For instance, he killed his child that his wife was carrying, and that traumatized her and also the children, for them to see their mom get beat. Like, not to see her get beaten, but to hear it and to know that she is harmed. Who would want to go through that? That's your mom. And who want to see their brother and their mom being beaten? Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Who killed their child?
The father.
Never mind. But yeah. So yeah, Kalami is trying to understand. Like, she does love her father, even though her father beats her like twice a week. But yeah, he's very abusive in the book.
What other questions were asked? Because I wasn't here.
How do you feel? How do you feel about Papa beating Kambili?
How do I feel? I feel like it's okay. Getting beat by your father is like something that a female should not get. Like, I understand, like, if you do something that makes somebody mad, like, you get punished, but beaten by a man, that's like saying that he just liable to put his hand on any female. I feel like if a man put his hand on their child, it's not. I don't feel like that's just because they want. I don't feel like it's because they did what they did. I feel like because they want to beat them. Like, if my dad ever beat me, I would feel so hurt to the point where I don't think I'd be able to do anything because I'm gonna get beat. But some parents beat their children because they think that that's the good way to punish them. Not exactly, because sometimes it just make the situation worse, or it make it to where the point where the child's scared to speak up or to ask their dad for something or something like that. So I think the best way to solve a situation or a solution is to like talk to them, like put them on punch, like take their phone or something. Like, not beat them. Like, that's wrong. And I feel like beating somebody, like, who would want bruises on their body? Who would want to go around saying that their father beat them? Don't nobody want to go around saying, oh, my father beat me, he did this to me, he made me feel sad. You want to go around talking positive. You don't want to make your family seem like they just bad. So I think that's wrong. I mean, I can't really too much speak for the book, but if I was in that situation, I would feel broken. Like, I wouldn't want to have no type of relation with him, because that's just not the type of relationship I would want to have with my dad.
And I think part of the reason why she's not as close with her daddy is because she's scared. And I cannot relate to that because I know my father has never beat me, whooped me, put his hands on me. So I don't know at hand how that feels, but at the same time, it seems like she's scared of her father. So she tried to make everything perfect so she won't get beat or punished, and that's not a good idea to walk around trying to make yourself perfect just to please your father, and it just don't make sense because you're supposed to be respected.
Kambili is a very respected girl. She makes A's in school. She does very well in school. She is very respectful to her parents, so it's really no point.
She's a good child, and I feel like what she's doing, she's living up. It's not like she's a bad child, like she's rebellious. It's like she's doing what she needs to do. I don't feel like there's any reason for her to get beat. It's just he's just doing it to do it. Like, it's not like she's like Jaja.
Yeah,
but I feel like Jaja was a good child before he started getting beat, and then that's when he started acting out. So I'm the vocabulary and quote finder, and my first vocabulary word is found on page 180, and it's priesthood. So what do you think priesthood means?
You said 180, right?
Yes. So what do you think priesthood means?
P-R-I-E-S-T?
She's not seen. I feel like she's in a place like she doesn't.
You mean position?
Yeah.
You mean position?
So priesthood is a position of a priest. So my next vocabulary word is on page 181. Eccentricity.
sometimes.
I think it means like, well, in the book it says Auntie Foma shook her head as if the way Papa felt was just minor intricity. So it must mean like a small thing, I guess.
It's a quality of being slightly strange.
Oh, okay.
So my next vocabulary word is on page 184, mortuary. And we go to mortuary when people
I think mortuary is a funeral home.
yes, it is a funeral home. A mortuary is somewhere you go when people pass away. And my last vocabulary word is on page 235, glinted.
Is it like light? Is that what it means?
It is correct, and it is to reflect small flashes of light. And I have two quotes. My first quote is found on page 212, and it says, "It does not mean anything that gives extreme unction to anyone who is seriously ill." So what does that mean to you?
Someone who's ill.
Like, to me, it means that they give, I think, attention or something, like show more to the people that are ill because they need it.